With just one game left, the Golden Bulls can clinch a spot in the CIAA Football Championship for the first time since 1972. Welcome back, Golden Bull fans, for another exciting edition of Golden Bull Sports Review. I'm Oralia Washington, Sports Information Director here at Johnson C. Smith University. One game remaining in the regular season as the Golden Bulls can clinch a spot in the CIAA Football Championship by winning this Saturday. But first, let's take a look at other sports been going on here at Beatties Ford Road. The volleyball team had two Southern Division matchups as they took on Winston-Salem State and Livingstone College. The Golden Bulls unfortunately fell in both games, losing to Livingstone 3-1 and losing to Winston-Salem State 3-0. The Golden Bulls will return to Brayboy Gymnasium on Monday to face off the Broncos of Fayetteville State. Now, with one game remaining in the regular season for football, let's take a look back at this week's CIAA football standings for Week 9. Leading off in the standings is Virginia Union with a 6-0 conference record after they defeated Bluefield State 70-14. In the number 2 spot, Johnson C. Smith moves up with a 6-1 record after defeating Fayetteville State 17-14. As you see, Fayetteville State is in third with the loss with a 5-1 record. Virginia State comes in at number 4 with a 4-2 record after defeating Lincoln University 35-14. Livingstone up in Shaw, beating them 43-13 with a 3-3 record. Elizabeth City State also has a 3-3 record and spoiling Bowie State's homecoming and winning 28-27. Winston-Salem State was idle this week as they are 2-4. Rounding out the bottom 4 is Bluefield State and Shaw. Bowie, Lincoln University is in last place with no conference win. On Saturday, the Golden Bulls went late in the game with the surge and pulled out the 17-14 victory. I recently caught up with Coach Flowers with a recap of Saturday's game.
When I came to JCSU, I found more than just a school. I found a community, a family, and I discovered that together we can win.
Every day we show up and leave it all on the field.
Our legacy was built by those who believe in something bigger than themselves.
Every step forward is a win for us.
It's a new energy, new momentum. It's a new era of excellence on campus.
We are better together.
Welcome back. I'm Oralia Washington, Sports Information Director here at Johnson C. Smith University. Joining me is Head Football Coach Maurice Flowers. Coach Flowers, thank you for joining me.
Hey, I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Coach, after 4 years, you finally got the monkey off your back. How does that feel?
It feels great, not necessarily for myself, but for our young men. Especially the guys that have been here, we call them day one guys. Day one guys that were part of our first recruiting class. They've been through the 3 years of losing to Fayetteville State, all in close ball games. In 2022, it was 21-13. In 23, it was 14-7. And then last season, it was the blowout where we lost 27-0. So I'm just so happy for them and their perseverance and just sticking to it and believing.
Now, Coach, you may not know this, but for the first time since 2012, it's the first time Johnson C. Smith has defeated Fayetteville State at Fayetteville. Wow,
it's amazing. It's amazing, and I didn't know that because if I'd have known that, I sure would have used that as more motivation going into the ball game. But to win against Fayetteville State at Fayetteville State is so big for our program because Fayetteville State really had set a standard for winning in this conference. They went to the CIAA Championship game 6 times in a row. 6 times in a row. That says a whole lot. That says they know how to win. Even with us being up 10-0, they stayed calm, and all of a sudden some good things happened for them, and they took the lead. But just so proud of our guys and how we stuck together and how these Golden Bulls are just working hard and taking it day by day.
Now, Coach, let's talk a little bit. You ran the ball like Muhammad Ali with the rope-a-dope style. You was trying to wear down that defense. Was that the game plan?
Well, our offensive line coach, Coach Thompson, Bear really felt that we could run the ball against him. And he was very adamant in it. And as respectful as he could throughout the week, he would make sure to tell me, Coach, I think we can run it on him. And it just really made me just go back and look at much more film and also look at the roster a little bit. And I saw some of the things that Coach Thompson was talking about. And so really coming into the game, they were first in the CIAA against the run. They were giving up 68 yards rushing a game, I believe. And we had about 140 or something in that area. Just so happy with our young men. And then that allowed us to control the clock and keep our defense fresh.
Now, you're being real conservative, but talk about that last play, the last 22 seconds when you called the play for Bobby Smith. But first, I know Kelvin Durham, he ran to get the first down.
Yes.
But talk about that play right there.
Well, I tell you what, I did not realize it until the staff meeting, but I was reminded it was 3rd down and 17. It was 3rd and 17. Kelvin Durham hit Bobby T on a check down, and that check down got it to 4th down and 9. And on the 4th and 9, that's where Kelvin, he dropped back and he took off, got the first down. And I'll talk about that play before Bobby T's touchdown. But the play that Kelvin took off on, we had several talks about that during the course of the game. During the course of the game, we noticed that there were some lanes for KD, and he just kept saying, "Coach, I got you. Coach, I got you." And so I guess on that 4th and 9, he had me.
Now I was standing on the sideline. I had to make sure he passed by me, make sure he got that first down.
That's
but
right.
that was
I'm glad you were there because he got the first down. And when we did what we call it automatic, and the automatic was where the quarterback has the freedom to choose any type of run that he wants. And he called the automatic, and our offensive line, boy, I tell you what, that set the tone for that play in particular because they got a tremendous push off the ball. And Bobby T, one of the stronger players in our program, pound for pound. Bobby T, coming out of high school, he was a power lifter at Boynton Beach High School, one of the tops in the state. And he just really showed a strong leg drive, and credit to our strength and conditioning program. Because if you look at the course of the game, one of the things I'm most proud of is that you could see our conditioning and our strength showing as the game went on. They would have guys tapping out. I don't know if it was from being hurt or if it was from being tired or getting pushed around, but whenever you tap out, that's never a good thing. Right. For us, we look for that. And we saw several guys tapping out. There were some guys trying to tap out on that last play of the game, but we went fast and got in the end zone.
Well, I'm glad we did, Coach. Now, Coach, this Saturday, this is, I love stats, throw some stuff out. This is the 91st meeting between Livingstone and Johnson C. Smith. Both teams met back in 1892. Talk about this game. I know you don't want to give too much, but kind of talk about this game.
Well, first, it's the history of it. And before I even get into that, I just want to say congratulations to Livingstone's president for being matched with a donor. And that right there goes above the game. And just very happy for him and the school in Salisbury. Very happy for them. Now to my real thoughts. Looking forward to the game. It's the history of it, to have the opportunity to coach in a game that I played in. When I played in it, I understood the magnitude of what it meant to play in the game where the first HBCU game was even played. And you take a lot of pride in that because you see how HBCU football is just so popular around the United States. I'm not sure, I think it was Grambling and Jackson State just played a classic in Las Vegas with great attendance. And so when you see those types of things happening, it started with us. It started with this game. So to have the opportunity to play it first, it's a tremendous honor. And then to know that our young men are going to have a chance to keep building on that history, we're looking forward to it. And now you add so many things that are on the line. First, from their part, they can finish with a winning season,
right?
Okay, which is big for them. They did it last year also. This game meant them finishing on a winning season, and that's so important. So they're going to come in fired up, and we know that. But for our young men, we're going to have a lot on the line. One of the first things that I point to about why this game is so big, it's senior day.
Yes.
And we have, I believe, 31 seniors. 31 seniors. A lot of those guys are what we call our day one guys in our first recruiting class that really set the tone for our culture, the standards that we have in our program. And I'm just so happy for them because they are the ones that first believed in what we told them this program could grow to be. When they came on their visits, they're the guys that saw a grass stadium. They're the guys that saw a weight room that couldn't fit but 18 to 20 people, but they believed in the vision. Right. And those guys are who I'm so happy for, that where this program is right now.
Now, Coach, I just want to say thank you for bringing it up because we want everybody to know we know it's Commemorative Classic, and it's also Senior Day. But, I'm ready for Camo Day. I'm ready for Military Day. We always want to support the military.
For sure.
But, this game is a big significance for us. I
Yes.
don't want to get too much into it. You know, I'm superstitious and everything, but this is a big game for John C.
Yes.
Smith Golden Bulls football.
Yes, we're looking forward to it. We're excited about it, and we're going to have a great week of practice. And I'm looking forward to Senior Day for our young men that were our day one guys. They've done so much for the program.
All right. Thank you, Coach Flowers.
Go Golden Bulls.
Don't forget, fans, we have a lot going on this Saturday. Not only is Senior Day, but it's also the Commemorative Classic, as the first 2 HBCU schools will meet on the gridiron for the 91st meeting in the series history. It is also Military Day, henceforth the attire that I'm wearing. I got to prepare for battle. Make sure you wear your camo on Saturday for Military Day. That's it for the Golden Bulls Sports Review. See you next week.